Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
All right. Base Boy Banner, episode 111. If you can actually hear us, and we're coming through loud and clear on your radio dials.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
We are coming through live on your radio dials. I had to check after the debacle of last week's episode 110. That is missing now, so we're on to episode 111. Live chat is open, so if you want to chat with us, holla at your boy. I'm Thor. That's Brian. We're Basement Boy Banner. Let's get into that Week in Nerd, right?
Yeah, buddy.
That's what we're here for. So, kicking it off, we got, so you know they're doing a Watchmen show?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're doing a Watchmen show. I think it's on HBO. It's not going to be like a retread of the original 12-issue graphic novel. You know what I mean? Well, like 12 issues put into a graphic novel. So it's going to be like around that, apparently.
Who posted the big...
The guy who's like making it. I don't know his name, but like the dude who's like the showrunner pretty much. He pays like 5-page thing on Instagram. I didn't read it. I ain't got that kind of time. But the gist of it was like it's going to be kind of like a remix. There's going to be some new characters, some old characters, people who died in the movie, like spoiler, you know, they might not be in it. So Rorschach, I'm looking at you. But if I'm spoiling that movie for you, come on, get it together, get your life together. So I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't know that this is something like we need, kind of like the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. Is it something I need? No. Will I watch it? Possibly.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, it's kind of neat to respect what's already happened, to not redo it,
right?
But to continue the story kind of from like, okay, so we have creative freedom to take what has happened and kind of expand on that. So I think,
and that's kind of what I hope they do with both these series.
Right.
I think Watchmen, they're definitely going to start from like after the events of the graphic novel, and maybe going forward. And then with Lord of the Rings, I'm not sure what they're doing, but I hope it's just not a retelling of the exact same. We already got a really good version in the the Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson version. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to do I think a secondary version.
Right, and you'll just end up being compared like
hardcore
to it versus like with the TV show they'll be like, well, you know, like it's a different story, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it opens up your availability for creativeness. You know what I mean? Being creative, telling new stories. Exactly. Although, and I don't know, I'm just hesitant on both those shows.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant on Watchmen. I'm hesitant on Lord of the Rings on Amazon, but we'll see. One thing I'm not hesitant on, though, Jake Gyllenhaal being cast as Mysterio for Spider-Man 2, the MCU version of Spider-Man.
Right.
So Michael Keaton's coming back. Tom Holland's obviously coming back. Come on now. We don't need to talk about Avengers. But they introduced Jake Gyllenhaal officially is going to be, it's Mysterio, right? The bad guy with the fishbowl head.
Yeah,
Mysterio. I always think Rey Mysterio, and then I think I'm messing it up. But no, it's Mysterio. So he's got a fishbowl head. He wears a green suit with a purple cape. I really hope they keep that look, but let's be real, they're not going to have Jake Gyllenhaal in a fishbowl for a whole movie.
No.
But we can dream, right? We can totally dream. You like that casting? Are you cool with that?
I think it'll be, you know, I was impressed with that Spider-Man movie.
Homecoming, yeah.
Yeah. I was, you know where I am.
Yeah, you're not a big Spider-Man guy, but
so,
everyone's been saying Gyllenhaal was going to take over the mantle of Batman from Affleck. He's been saying, no, I'm not. A lot of people are looking at this casting now as him in Spider-Man 2 being the nail in the coffin for him taking the Batman mantle. I don't necessarily believe that, but it is kind of weird if you'd go that route versus that route. Batman carries its own issues, though. If you're going to be the Batman, everyone, I mean, there's just so much extra scrutiny that goes with that. Playing Mysterio for the first time live action, you're open, again, like we were talking about in the last topic, you're open to whatever it is you want to do.
It's got to be a scary sort of thing to be like, oh, dude, I would love to be Batman, but literally everyone.
Then you think of the internet, and then you're like, maybe I don't want to be Batman.
Right.
You know?
The amount of hate you're just gonna get. Like,
Thanks, internet.
you know, it's gonna scare people away.
It's exactly what we be talking about too. So I mean, I get it, but yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I'm loving to see Michael Keaton back. I love to see him team up with Gyllenhaal, going for Tom Holland. That maybe could be your beginnings of the Sinister Six. We're just gonna leave Venom off to the side for now because that's gonna have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
And I think this is the last movie deal between Sony and Marvel. So we'll really see what happens going forward from here. Speaking of Disney, Fox, Marvel characters, things of that nature, that deal. So Comcast is coming for their head. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. Comcast has officially come out saying they're gonna make an all cash offer.
Holy
that's
cow.
higher than Disney's offer to acquire Fox Studios. All Fox. I mean, it's a huge deal. I really hope it doesn't happen because I'd much rather see Disney with it than I'd rather see Universal, Comcast, you know, NBC with it. I mean, honestly, if you're asking my opinion, do I love everything Disney does with all their properties? No. You know, but I think they do let them operate as their own studios.
Right.
Marvel Studios operates as their own. Lucasfilm operates on their own. Yes, they're under the umbrella of Disney, but they're separate entities. It's not like they're in there going like, we got to get a Disney song in this movie, you know, things of that nature. So
I think it's just the studios being like, dude, we have access to a Disney song. Let's throw it in.
Well, we need Disney to get the Fox or the X-Men stuff back, the Fantastic Four stuff back, just to put everything kind of finally under one roof. And then also just the IP for their streaming service upcoming. I mean, if Comcast snipes Fox from them, that puts in jeopardy, I think, their streaming service, or at least what's going to be available at like time it rolls out. It'll be interesting to see where that goes. It'll be really interesting to see where that goes. We got a little more casting news this week. So did you see John Wick 1?
Yes.
Did you see John Wick 2?
I did not.
I haven't seen John Wick 2 either. But John Wick 3 is happening, and Halle Berry is going to be one of the assassins. Apparently at the end of John Wick 2, spoiler alert, he kills like one of the heads of the Assassin's Guild or something, and now there's like a $14 million bounty on his head.
Oh.
So this third one's going to be all about all the assassins coming for his head.
That'll be neat.
And one of them's going to be Halle Berry. It should be interesting. I didn't see the first John Wick in theaters. I watched it maybe like a year later on. I think I bought it on a Black Friday for like $5. Popped in. I was like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to see John Wick 2. Didn't see it. Didn't watch it on Blu-ray. Bought it on a Black Friday the same year. And I'm like, I'm going to watch that. And it's still sitting in wrapping over on my movie stand right now. So maybe before John Wick 3, I'll see John Wick 2. Maybe.
Gotta make a movie night, dude.
Yeah. Double feature. So you love the Transformers, right? Like, you're a big Transformers guy. Come on.
Medium.
Dude, The Last Night, one of the greatest cinematic movies of all time. I'm kidding, by the way. It's an awful piece of dumpster fire trash. I'll never, ever forget. My mind cannot let go. Mark Wahlberg turning to the stripper librarian and saying, what are you going to do tomorrow night? Before they're about to jump off a plane to fight for the final battle of, like, the human civilization. What are you doing tomorrow? Ugh, awful. So, thankfully, Transformers 7's canceled. Now, hold on. I hear you saying, wait, we never got a Transformers 6. Aha, I thought so too until I realized that they're calling the Bumblebee movie with John Cena. That is technically Transformers 6. And then the next Transformers was going to be 7. Okay. And that's done. So, no more Michael Bay. No more horrible robots.
Cena could
no
be
more
that
Wahlberg.
good.
No more nothing. Or Cena's that bad where the Bumblebee movie just puts the final nail in the coffin of Transformers. But they can't because this Hasbro Studios, I think they call it Allspark Studios, they got like ROM Plan, G.I. Joe reboot plan, Mask with Gary F. Gray. They got all these movies planned in the same universe that Transformers in it, and they want it to be all interconnected, which is, they're biting off way more than they're capable of chewing, I'd say.
Maybe they're just holding off on, like, cancel for now, but...
Oh, yeah, reboot it down the road. Give it 5 years, let the rest of these movies come out. You maybe get some hits, you get some misses, then you hit them with a new Transformers and reintroduce the Transformers in that light. I'm cool with that. I mean, if they're going to do that, let's move away from the Michael Bay Transformers era. I think it's well past its prime.
Yeah.
It really peaked with the first movie. Let's be honest.
That was quick.
And then downhill. I mean, Revenge of the Fallen. Dark Side of the Moon? No, that's the Pink Floyd album. Dark of the Moon, whatever.
Yeah,
Slight uptick. And then you just got straight down with Age of Extinction and Last Night, and then I just wanted to just end myself. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with them canceling it. Let's get Mask out there. I'm way more pumped for that. I'm way more there for that. Let's get a good G.I. Joe movie out there. Let's get Rom. Sure, you know Rom. We're not gonna go into Rom, but let's get some of these other properties out, flush them out, and then we can reintroduce the Transformers down the line. Agreed? Agreed. You love Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
Love Deadpool writers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Love Michael Bay, since we were just talking Transformers. How would you like to see them all team up for a Netflix movie that's about 6 billionaires who fake their own death to secretly fight crime? Yes, you're there for that. I'm there for that. We are all here for that. Ryan Reynolds, Michael Bay, Deadpool writers, 6 billionaires, fake their own deaths, secretly fight crime. Really, there's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say on that front. You'll watch it. It's going to be on Netflix. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to pay. You already pay for Netflix, so you can turn it on. Did you watch Bright? Did you watch Cloverfield Paradox? Okay, I watched one of those two. Paradox, not Bright. But it'll be one of those.
I watched parts of Bright, to be honest.
There you go. So you can just click it on your Netflix device, or whatever you use. So I'm excited.
Really?
With the Deadpool writers, I don't hate it. I don't hate Michael Bay. I like the Bad Boys things. I just hate if he has too much control over a property he's in. But Ryan Reynolds is also kind of a control freak. So Ryan Reynolds isn't going to let him Michael Bay the whole production. Ryan Reynolds is still going to take his, input and have his...
Let me know if it's good.
We will. I will. The review will be a solo mission, I guess, run by me. Speaking of solo missions, Solo, a Star Wars story comes out. I mean, dude, honestly, do they get any better? Solo, a Star Wars story comes out tonight. As we're taping this, it comes out in a few hours. I will not be seeing it tonight. This is probably the first new Star Wars movie I haven't seen on opening night. Actually, probably the first one since...
I might hit it up.
Phantom Menace. I'm not going to be seeing it tonight. I don't have time. Got prior obligations. I'm thinking about sneaking into a showing tomorrow night after work, and I'm taking nephew on Sunday, so I'm probably still going to see it twice on opening weekend. I'm hearing positive things. I'm hearing negative things. I don't give a shit about any of it because I got my own mind, and I'll make it up after I see the movie. I did get a Lando pop, though, and it will make its debut on the Solo
review.
That's the thing I was thinking about. Although, mentioning things I just bought, this beautiful Thor Kotobukiya Artifacts Marvel Now statue I got at SpringCon in Minnesota over the weekend, and it is gorgeous. Thank you for liking it. What else? What else do we have? We had a couple other things. Are you excited? So you're going to go see Solo this weekend?
I might see it tonight.
Are you going to see Solo this weekend? Let us know. I'm definitely seeing it twice. You might see it tonight. You should let me know if you do. So maybe we can do the review together. That'd be dope. We haven't done I don't think you and me have done a movie review in a minute.
Well,
I think Chad was here for the last couple, and
the
couch has been here for a couple. So maybe me and you can do a movie review old school style. We used to do reviews on the channel
once in a while.
Literally, we don't do them at all anymore. It's nice. I mean, we do reactions right after we see it, but we're not huge reviewers. That's not what we're here for. Although, does it hold up? Akira, that's up on the channel right now. Go check that out. That's quality product right there. Same with the Duke Nukem one. We watched some Dragon Ball Super. It was our last. So I canceled cable. I'm cutting the cord, right?
Goodbye, Comcast.
Goodbye, Comcast. So it was our last DVR 2-episode back-to-back viewing of Dragon Ball Super. What I like what Dragon Ball Super does is they have more fight sequences in their filler episodes than like Dragon Ball Z did. So Super, the ones we watched had they went back to the future. Yeah, that's correct, right?
Yep.
They went back to the future.
Hopped on their hoverboards.
They hopped on their hoverboards. And it was really just more Zamasu Goku Black fighting. There was a lot of cool stuff. The giant sickle was dope. And then he cuts like space-time or something. And then all these other Goku Blacks are coming out of the space-time, but they're missed. But there was a really weird cutscene where they never explained how that even started.
Right.
All of a sudden they just showed up and Goku and Vegeta were surrounded. And other Zamasu, Green Zamasu was dipping towards Bulma and the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we accidentally skipped something.
And then you think that they learned the evil containment wave in like the prior episodes, and they're going to use that to stop them. And then they get there and they completely abandon that. They completely abandon that as soon as they land.
I got a gripe.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the sensu beans, I got that. Like, Goku forgot it, whatever, haha, funny, I get it.
Right.
Then they do the exact same thing
With the seal.
with the evil containment wave.
The seal for the evil containment wave.
After they basically, okay, so they destroy the jar, fix the jar.
With super glue.
Then Trunks has to learn it from watching a YouTube video.
With Piccolo, that took him 2 minutes to learn.
And they forgot the seal.
And then forgot the seal, so it didn't work at all. It was amazing. I mean, it was amazing in that it was awful.
How many times can you do this Goku's forgetful joke before it's like, okay, guys, like, I get it. He's forgetful, but come on. Like, just don't include, oh, yeah, we're going to use the evil containment wave.
Well, they did, but it wasn't Goku, and they forgot the seal, and it didn't
Right,
work.
it didn't work.
know?
Like, what's the point?
But you kind of knew that going in. As soon as they said evil containment wave, I'm like, that's not going to work.
But it would have been just as cool if Goku Black had destroyed the jar that had been successfully sealed.
I think what would have been cool is what they did. So what they did at the end of the episode is they took off their earrings and they merged. What if he was in the jar and like stuck and like switched his earring and it like made them merge and
it
like
destroyed
broke
the
the
jar, yeah.
right? That would have been a cool plot device to do
You could
that.
have done it like 6 different ways,
Yeah,
and
that's
it would
true.
have been cool.
That's true.
But instead, they chose the Goku forgot something again.
They fell back on the same old crutch they've used many a times before.
And it's like, okay, I get it. He's forgetful, but it's not. It completely deflates the scene when it's like, we did it.
But they're
good
really good
job.
fights between Zamasu and Goku and Vegeta and Goku Black and Zamasu and Vegeta and
And I
Trunks
liked the
and
episodes.
all that
I'm
stuff.
just-
No, they were good episodes. They were good. They were good episodes. Oh, Goasu showed back up, which was almost next to pointless again because then Goku and them just step in front and like, get out of here. You're worthless. We'll take it from here. They get their ass beat. They step in again after Bulma almost dies and they're like, we got this. We'll take it from here.
Yeah, but we
And
both
it's like,
know
come on,
what's-
guys.
We both know why Ghost is there.
Right. Where is Zeno at this point? Or Zeno or Zeno? Zeno?
They
Zeno?
haven't really. So they're slowly
They said
dropping
he
the
killed
little.
all the gods, but no one's ever mentioned the god of gods and why he would just allow this to continue to happen. I have a feeling that's going to wrap into the conclusion of this arc.
What everything, and I could be totally
Off base?
but
Crazy?
they keep making it sound like, so the Kais, if there's no Kais, there's no destroyers. No destroyers, no attendants.
Everything's attached.
So I'm wondering if you destroy all the Kais and
then kill all the gods, does
just-
Zeno
is
or whatever.
he just hanging out stuck in his own little thing? Like, that's a safety.
Well, because he has 2 attendants. So is there a Kai, like would Supreme Kai or Grand Master Kai, Grand Kai, the dude with the big beard, the funny one from Dragon Ball Z,
Okay.
is he attached to Zeno maybe since he's like the head of all the Kais?
But he's not, because Supreme Kai's ahead of him. He's
No.
just the Grand Kai of their
he's the Grand Kai of the like North Kai, South Kai. Oh, that's
Right.
right. So that's okay. Okay.
But Zeno does have, there was that one angel attendant that was hanging out with him.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, we found out that the Whis people are angels. That's a nice little touch. Made warm my cold heart.
But that's what I'm wondering, if Zeno is tied to all the Kais in some way.
It would have to be. Hopefully they explain it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, who knows how we're going to be watching it going forward. There's no DVR. Hulu Live TV, I'm going to be getting it, but I don't know if I'm going to pay the extra for the DVR service. So we'll see. We might miss a couple episodes. I'll have to find them online somewhere, and I'll really hate my life when I'm doing that. But last story of the day. I got some sad news. So they're rebooting Thundercats, which you think is, whoa, that's going to be an amazing thing. And they're rebooting Ed, Edd, and Eddy, which you're like, oh my God, I love both of
Real
those
sad
shows.
news.
And then you see the pictures. You see the opening. You watch the 31-second teaser for Thundercats Roar is what they're calling it. It literally looks like, what, Steven Universe?
Yeah.
It's literally the same heads, but they just... exact same. Like, look at the pictures of Steven Universe, then look at the pictures of Thundercat Roar, and it's the exact same thing. The internet revolted. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be trash. I mean, it's gonna be a Teen Titans Go-esque. What was that stupid Justice League one I never even watched? It was like Justice League something or other.
Oh,
Same
I
thing. It
don't
was like
even-
short ones. But I hate it. I don't like that stuff. I'm not a fan. Look at what Japanese anime and look what they're doing in anime in 2018. And like there was actually an animator from Japan that posted like a side by side of like I can't remember what show it was, and then the Thundercats thing, and they're like, there's a difference in quality here. I don't need my cartoons to look like Funko Pops. I love Funko Pops. I collect a lot of them, but I don't need my freaking cartoons to look like that. I want high level animation. But I saw a good post. they redid Thundercats back in 2011 in a very hyper anime style,
Right.
and nobody cared, and
Exactly.
nobody watched it. So maybe that they got to get these to get the kids or something. I don't know, but it weirds me out. It's like it's so bad.
From what I understand, Teen Titans Go is successful. As much
They're
as
making a
everybody hates
movie
it.
off it.
Right. Everybody complains, but the kids love it. So
They're not making it for. That's because they're not making it for us. They're
Right,
making
exactly.
it for an audience that skews a lot younger. Levi, 4-year-old.
Mhm.
I mean, I bet he'd dig it. You know, he digs. I mean, I love Gumball as much
Right.
as anybody, or Adventure Time. He gets into those too, but he likes some awful shows. I mean, I've talked about it before, like Power Battle Watch Cars, Mini Force.
And it's one of those things where we like to crap on it and kind of be like, you know, like it's ruining the show we loved so much. But it's not like it erases the memory of our good show and you can't rewatch.
And I think we might need to do a Does It Hold Up on Thundercats, the original series, especially with the news of the new Thundercats coming. Bam. We'll be on the lookout for that gem that's
Not a
about
bad
to drop.
idea.
Not a bad idea at all. I know my brother's got season 1 on DVD. I'll go get it from him.
Should we also not to spin out in a tangent, but should we also look at that 2011 one just
We could do
for
a
the hell
yeah,
of
yeah.
it?
If we can find an episode, maybe we'll try to do the 3, or not the 3, but we'll watch the intro. We'll just watch it. It's bad. It's really bad. Watch it. It sucks. That's it for us. Episode 111's in the books. Thor and Brian, Baseball Banner. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place. Twitch sometimes.
Should we shout out the Saber Legion thing?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later. There's news coming.
Surprise.
There's news coming. Trust me. Just wait on it. Till the next time, you know what to do. Deuces. Say goodbye.